Welcome to Autzen Stadium in Eugene. This is the type of early season game you look forward to, an opportunity to make a statement in a top 10 showdown. It's the Notre Dame Fighting Irish and the Oregon Ducks. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
When you talk about decibels, making it hard to play for the opponents, the first stadium you've got to think about is Autzen Stadium in Eugene, Oregon. This is one of the most acoustically challenging places for opponents to step onto the field. The loud and the proud, the Ducks make noise whenever opponents come to town. Guys?
Okay, Holly. Ducks kicker headed to the football. The crowd eager, and off we go. The start of a new season. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, and he was close to taking that one a long ways down at the 38. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Straight ahead, it's Walton. At midfield, he's got room. Turning it on. Inside the... And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Deep in the end zone, it's Robinson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. In the backfield, it's Moore. He's down right there, short gain on the grab.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Unloads to the wideout. Right through his hands and incomplete, and he'll want that one back. It'll be 3rd down.
And that doesn't happen very often. That's their go-to guy. I love the way they move him around the field, and they try to attack the middle with him to get the ball in his hands and let him do some damage. And he shows you the drop. Okay, it's in there, but it doesn't happen very often.
After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Under pressure. Good job just to get rid of that one.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
No opportunity to run it back as the ball goes out of bounds. Comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. Fresh center down's going to the air. He's got it. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. They're coming off a national championship, but you do wonder if this season will be a season of complacency or a drive for another time.
Well, I mean, what a season last year to put that together, to win a natty, to make your dreams come true. But, Jesse, now it's reloading with all the high school recruiting portal and all the other stuff that goes with it.
Yeah, they lost a lot of key pieces off that national championship team a year ago, but they also added a lot of talent. And that's why this fan base is hoping for back-to-back national championships.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Right side, it's Graham. Just gashing this defense. Gainer to the 40-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He wants to go deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. So they're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's missed 3 in a row now with that last incompletion.
That's a nice play by the defense. You're trailing early in the game. They've got the ball on your side of the field, so you force the incompletion on 3rd down.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Notre Dame will now use its 2nd timeout. They burned a couple early, now down to just 1 timeout to work with. Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Going to take a shot at this DB. And it's incomplete. The long pass downfield they couldn't hook up.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down. They're ready for the pass. You saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Here's how the career starts. His first carry. After 45 on his way. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. He's got 42 yards rushing already. You want to talk about establishing the running game? They're doing that in the season opener. They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Direct snap. It's Rodgers. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon.
That's a nice job by the offense there on their second drive. I know in the opening possession you go 3 and out, you're scratching your head. It didn't obviously go the way you wanted to, but a good job of sort of collecting yourselves, going through the next couple play calls and making sure everybody's back on the same page. We saw this offense, David, on this drive really be in sync and finally find the rhythm.
You got to like the answers, right? Like sometimes you come out, sometimes you're situated and you're ready to rock and roll and it comes out hot. Sometimes it doesn't, but I like the response. The defense does their job, gets them the football back. They come out, execute. Nice job getting on the scoreboard.
Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on fourth down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Just feeds the running back. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
Well, that's a really good-looking physical run. I'll tell you, when you think of Notre Dame football, too, you think of all the great coaches they've had, Ara Parseghian, Knute Rockne, Lou Holtz. Those guys would love what they're seeing right now. 3 yards in a cloud of dust, wearing the defense down, running the football when they know you're going to do it. This is Notre Dame football to a T. Beautiful.
Motion from the wideout. Dropped back on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Second down to the air. Out wide right, it's Graham. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Wants to throw on first. Stepping to the right. Trying to make magic with his feet. This defense fully aware that he can run. They stop him after a short gain. Big picture, guys, this certainly isn't an all-or-nothing game. Long season ahead. But how much fun is it to have a top-5 clash like this one early?
It's so much fun, and you don't have to be a fan of just these 2 top-5 teams. If you're a fan of college football, you're honing in on this game because you're going to learn a lot here, David.
Yeah, and the fans are going to be like, overrated. This is why the preseason bowls stink. We get a chance to prove ourselves with some of these teams that hasn't done a lot on the resume yet. Now, today is a resume builder.
They've moved it to the 25, but now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Looking for the goal line. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a
touchdown, Notre Dame! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And he's in for his 2nd touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. They marched 58 yards for the touchdown on that one, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Open a drive like that, it opens a world of possibilities. First down from the 43. The run inside. It's Rodgers. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Man, that used to just drive me nuts. I couldn't stand that. The quarterback drops back to pass, scrambles around. You got me chasing you all over the field, getting close to the sideline. Stay in bounds. Please stay in bounds. Let me get a little bit of a reward for all my running so I can just put some kind of hit on you. Nope, steps out of bounds.
And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain. Short pickup of 4 on first down, dealing with a 2nd and 6. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Here's Lewis to throw. The quick out. He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Inside the 30. He's at the 10, and he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Irish! What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to do. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
He'll bring it out. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. On the direct snap, it's Rodgers. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. As we take a look at the stats, things are a little one-sided so far. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. First play of the period will be a second down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Lewis. Here comes the heat. He gets away. Open space at the 25. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on second and long. The Ducks want to move quickly.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception.
Gonna let it fly. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Turns it on. Intercepted, and he's got a convoy with it. The tag. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick six. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, don't drop it. Then thought, don't get caught, don't get caught. And he didn't. The pick six.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I can be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back, brother.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. There's no question this team is reeling down 28-7, and they have to find a way to get a score on the board with this drive. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind, but listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Second and long here. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. Throwing, Lewis. Left side, it's Moore. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's first down at the 38. And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field.
Nice job being physical by this offensive line, getting the first down, and what do? Right away, right back on the football, ready to run some tempo.
Lewis to throw. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, you see them there taking the shot, and I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Here's Lewis to throw. Fires to the wideout. Holds on, it's Moore. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The Ducks keeping this defense off balance. They can hit them from a variety of angles, this time going up top.
Yeah, so many things to look at. You know, they've always traditionally gone fast as well in the past at Oregon, but, you know, the quarterback run and the run up the middle and then play action pass, they keep you guessing a lot, and they make a lot of plays down the field because your eyes are focused on something they shouldn't be focused on.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Rodgers. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the play. Lewis. Rush right in his face. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And a great job by the defense, dropping in zone coverage, all eyes on the quarterback, taking away the options, and then finally the pass rush gets home, gets him on the ground.
That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17.
Booster. Where did he go?
Lewis wants to pass. Rush is on. Knocked down after a pickup of maybe 2, and man, that pursuit, they had their hair on fire.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
They've methodically worked the ball down the field. 11th play of the drive coming up, but this one 3rd and long.
14. There he go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Pulls it in.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
The Ducks, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Tough run here. It's Rodgers. They were all over it. This drive facing a little adversity on 2nd and 11. Throwing, Lewis. They're all over him. And down he goes. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. From the gun on 3rd down, Lewis. Finds a man on the left. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks. On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gonna run it. It's Walton. Oh, he's got some space. And they don't drag him down until he gets all the way to the 46-yard line. He now has 111 yards rushing, and he goes over the century mark in this season opener. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. Fresh set of downs going up top. Great job to separate the ball from the receiver there.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. They're testing the right side here. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Works his way forward, has enough for the first down. Ball spotted at the 32.
And I think this is going to be a focal point moving forward, man. Like stopping the run game. Like they continue to have success and have success now. Commit more bodies, be more physical at the point of attack, and take away some of this rushing game.
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Right side, it's Brown. Makes the tackle right at the 21-yard line. Pickup of 10 on the play, and his offense is threatening with a first down.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Look out! They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
Finally, a defense. Looks like they're able to break serve here. These offenses have been up and down the field now, these last two drives apiece, scoring points. But the sack right there finally puts an end to that, we think. Setting up fourth down, and that might be a major play so far in this game to give them a lot of momentum moving forward.
It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Out wide left, it's Brown. Run ends there.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Got out of trouble and throws. Out wide right, it's Walton. Brought down inside the 15, mark it at the 14-yard line. Now a fourth down decision to be made by this offense. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the snap, it's Rodgers. Fighting off the defender. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. They'll try it over the left side. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Got it behind the line. It's Moore. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. You don't really want to lose track of anybody, but I would say, David, especially not him.
Yeah, when you know he's really good, that's a good to say. Hey, sometimes you double him. Well, and sometimes you run the old zero coverage, like nobody covers him at all, and that's what they did right there. That's not good sound defense.
Well, they're trying to run the football there, just nowhere to go. They got dominated up front at the point of attack.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Lewis on the play action. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's where I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him, because they're locked in on that star out wide.
Quarterback signaling to his guys. Running inside. It's Rodgers. Good effort, but he's going to come up a little bit short. It'll be 4th down and 1.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the 4th down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big 4th down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. Lewis to throw for it on 4th. Finds his man. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the 4th down to keep the drive going. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
Hauls it in. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Maybe a double pass. And he scores! Touchdown Ducks!
And man, oh man, I don't know how you leave that guy open for the touchdown. Like some kind of miscommunication on the defense. He has had a big day. He's a go-to guy. Palmer, I don't know what you saw with your quarterback eyes, but it looked like a bust by the defense.
Yeah, and that's inexcusable by this defense because this guy's already burned you in this game. He's lighting you up. If there's anybody that you got to be aware of, if there's one player that you have to know where he's lined up every single play, it's him. So for the defense to allow him to be that wide open on that play at this point of the game, no bueno on D.
Here come the Irish back on offense. So after watching their defense immediately give up a touchdown drive here in the 3rd quarter, they'll try to answer here. Out of the chute, quick toss to the right. Still on his feet at the 45. Gashing the D on the right. He's at the 10. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch. Didn't take him long to get into the goal-to-go package. Here they are on 1st down. From the red zone, it's Walton. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
Well, and you see the sense of urgency now going up, right, David, on defense here, creating a negative play with their backs up against the wall.
Everybody's selling out to stop the run. Nice job being aggressive by this defense.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. Quarterback keeps it. Could not find a hole. This defense clogging up everything. It's 3rd and goal. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. Keeping it on the ground on 3rd and goal. Stop! Nothing! Denied right in his tracks, and it's 4th down for this defense.
This juncture in the game, in the 3rd quarter, you got a touchdown lead. After that play, I think you go ahead and kick it, and you make this thing a 2-possession game.
Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Right down the boulevard. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Rodgers. Wildcat look didn't get much. Picked up a few on that one. Wide receivers everywhere on 2nd and 6. Making the adjustment on the play.
Booster.
Here's Lewis to throw. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. Notre Dame comes onto the field ready to go to work. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. Fires deep on the run. Makes the grab. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
This is a receiver that is so good running routes. You never know which way he's going to go at the top of his route because he doesn't peek. He doesn't telegraph where he's going. The timing on corner routes is so important, and the quarterback did a nice job getting it out early so his receiver could make the catch and then take it into the end zone.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Lewis. Oh, pressure's coming. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on 1st down.
Well, you can see the frustration. Not an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a...
The Ducks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Lewis to throw. He turns that loose down the right side. And that one's incomplete as they more than we'll see if any drama can be mustered. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Making the adjustment. Past the 20. Touchdown, Oregon. Once he got some room, it was over. You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning.
They make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Fighting Irish out to get this drive started. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver in different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
They'll need a bunch on second down. He's got the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better third down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to third down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
He'll make a play on third down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
Fresh center down's going to the air. Fires to the right. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Long way to go on second down. Wide receiver comes in motion. The pop pass gets popped behind the line for a loss.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. Quick give. It's Walton. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Well, the defense finally able to make a play, getting a tackle for loss. They haven't had many of those today because this running back really has answered the bell. They knew coming in they were going to have to give him the football, force-feed it to him, and let him go to work. He's done that. Well over 100 yards rushing in this game, and the defense just has not had the answers consistently for him.
The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. High and away, headed toward the sideline, just the way he drew it up. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Wide receiver going in motion. On the direct snap, it's Rodgers. Defensive end that they're very excited about. They're hoping that he's able to return to the game shortly. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. He's changing the play. Throwing, Lewis. He fires a bullet to the right. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
2nd and long here.
Booster, booster. Freeze, freeze. Where did he go?
Lewis wants to pass. He'll pull it down. Gain of 8. It's now 3rd and 2. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo. Quarterback will keep it. Plows through the defense. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. And the Ducks are flying down the field.
Sometimes as a quarterback, you just need to take the game over yourself. You need points to win, and it's going to come down to you throwing it or maybe...
Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And we've already seen him make splash plays in this football game. He got the interception, the big pick earlier, now getting in the backfield, getting to the quarterback, and doing the most important thing. When you get there, get home, and get him on the ground. He's got a pick, and now he's got a sack.
The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down.
Ready. Western. Go.
Here's Lewis to throw. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And the defense got it. There he goes. The 20. Scooped it. Scored it. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
This is just complimentary football, and we're seeing it now. Offense scoring points and the defense doing their job. Great job flying to the ball, forcing that football loose, picking it up, convoy to go score, David. Everything going their way.
Everything going their way, making plays, and this offense is going to have to find some answers. Now dug yourself a hole. Going to get in predominantly passing situations. This offense has got to find something fast.
Coming out with it, it's Robinson. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. When the defense got the stop, they could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Running to the left. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Motion from the wide receiver. Direct snap. It's Rodgers. They might go back to that one in a big spot as they pick up the first down out of the wildcat. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Changing the routes with his receivers. Lewis. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Sweet. Squid. Go.
Lewis to throw. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Out across the 30 and out of bounds at the 33, and that's what you're looking for when you're backed up in your own territory.
And they're going to need a lot more of this to get back in this football game. They're trailing. They're trying to make plays. I like the decision-making of the young man. Don't force the football. We already got to make big plays. The defense knows it, too. Nice job pulling it down, scrambling, getting the first down. Now you got to keep it going.
The Ducks have it with a 1st and 10.
Here we go. Ready. Move. Go.
Throwing. Lewis unloads to the wideout. With the catch, it's Bear. And the big gain, they've got it on the 46. Just going to keep it after the snap. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Under pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Perfect timing on the hit to keep him from making the grab, and the defense forces a fourth down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here with a big lead in the game.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Converts on fourth down, and he's still going. And he's brought down, but he picks up the first down, and the gamble pays off.
The arm talent on the throw.
He's got the first down, and they did a brilliant job getting them out flanked with the Wildcat. And the Ducks, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Here's Lewis to throw. Deep shot for the end zone. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Ducks!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll bring it out. It's James. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. This drive will open from the 15. First play of this drive. Throws to the wideout. Left side is Porter. He's got enough to move the chains, and that clock will keep moving, and they'll be able to run it out.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing him the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
Can hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got to see that, got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away. What else can I do now to take advantage of that defense?
Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. Hits inside, it's Walton. Tackled right at the 43-yard line, and this D didn't let him sniff that first down marker. Clock is stopped, timeout used by the defense, 14 seconds left. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field.
Great coverage on that fourth down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Trying the left side. Turning it on. The 30. He's finally herded it out of bounds. Big pickup on the play. It'll look good on the stat sheet, and that's about it, as this one's almost in the books. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Lewis. A shot for the end zone. And the pass is incomplete. Looking for a little salve for the wound, but the ball game is over.